Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hobby Dude 007 channel. Got a little more done on our tiny Lund 69 PEPSI Camaro for the USAC build and the Saturday Night Short Track group build, and we're going to do even more today, so let's get to it. Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.com. Cleaned up the interior tub just a little bit more. This is going to be semi-gloss black, and I think the roll bars I'm going to make probably gloss black. Based on the pictures I've seen, that's what it looked like they were. The dash, you know, where we had that big split there, we've got that fixed. Looks like a little panel there. I'm got some stuff. I'm checking my inventory. I don't know that I have a Model Car Garage Camaro set. I think I do, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to go back and check that. If I don't, I'll go ahead and order one up for that. Also, the engine components here that I did not paint, coil, belt system, starter, fan, I'll get those in primer and we'll get those painted. And the firewall, I decided to use the stock firewall, even though I've thinned it down quite a bit. All of that stuff that was on here, that blower housing and chamber for the heater core, all that stuff has been removed, and then it's been smooth, nice and flat. I will put a panel back over this, and probably with the pop rivets you'll be able to see there. Let's see, there it is. The radiator shroud, like I said, I'm going to be modifying this down quite a bit. So we'll be making some cuts in this. And these things, mounts like where the horn and all that kind of stuff goes, all that stuff's got to come off too. So we'll be making our modifications for that. The seat I got out of another kit. This is one of the old MPC seats where the seat belts were molded in. As you see, I just took my one of my micro flat files, if I can find it here. There it is. And just worked that down, so all of that's gone. So we'll be able to use a decal, or the Gopher Racing decals are really good. Sometimes you can put those down, dull coat them, and you can't tell. And I may just go ahead and put a ribbon set in there. And by the way, Gopher Racing makes a nice set of photo etch hardware and the seat belts in a variety of colors. But this kind of looks more like what Tiny had in the car based on what the pictures I've seen of it. So that'll be that. The I don't see it. Well, we'll look at the engine real quick. Got this much done on the engine. Got the headers mounted. The intake, did a light wash on the valve covers. I think those turned out really nice. We'll be putting the distributor in, and we'll try to wrap the engine up before the end of the video. And I think there's something I feel like I'm forgetting here that I want to work on today too. And well, if it comes to me, I'll remind you in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and get a lot of this stuff painted and a little more cleaned up, and we'll be back. Okay guys, we're back. What I failed to mention earlier was all our chrome parts that were in the purple pond, in our purple power, are out. That was the grill, the steering wheel, the bumpers, the alternator, the rearview mirror, that kind of stuff. Well, we got that out, cleaned up. Here are our bumpers. They are in their first coat of primer. I'm going to hit these with Fusion Firm Chrome and give them a few days to set up, because it's about 72-hour drying time. And this one, actually, the rear bumper, I'm going to have to go back and right there, a little mold line on the end there. I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit more. This side cleaned up pretty well. But man, I don't know about y'all's copy of this, but mine had a lot of flash around the edges on the front and rear bumpers. But got it all off. It wasn't a big deal. A little bit of sandpaper and that's it. But I think these are going to look really good. And the grill, let me put that in the body here real quick. As you see in this picture of the real car, it had the plates over there where the numbers were, and as you see here, that's a good looking little fit there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make those plates, and I want those just like on the real car. They look like they were almost flush with the grill. And this, as you see how thick the grill is compared to the headlight cover. So what I'm going to do is probably use 20 or 30 thousandths to bring that kind of even. We'll take our contour gauge, and as you see, we'll get our correct shape so it contours to the curvature of the grill. And then once we get that glued here, then we'll flip this thing over, trim it around, and then sand so it's a good fit all the way around. But I think this is going to look pretty good. The firewall I kind of made a boo-boo on. Got it fixed as we were discussing, primed, and first coat of semi-gloss black on it. And then I realized, and you notice too, all of those wires that were molded on and all the doodads, those have all been removed. And then I realized I did not take the pounce wheel before I did anything and make my rivet marks around the firewall and on this panel, these panels. And my bad. That's totally my bad. The good thing is I can still go back, lay my Murphy's rule across that, run the pounce wheel, and then hit it again. I think it'll be fine. And then we can start adding what we do need on a race car firewall. The seat, I went ahead and used the Gopher Racing decals to start with. I'm going to hit it with some dull coat, tone that down, and take a look at it, and then I'll decide if I need to or want to go ahead and use the fabric and photo etch stuff. Thing is, in 1969, the window net had not come into play yet, and that didn't come until mid-1970. So the cockpit's going to be open, so you'll see a little more. So I'm going to give some thought about that. In that this is a shelf model, this may be just fine, but I haven't made up my mind yet on that. The dash, I think that turned out pretty good. As you see, we used that stock dash, remember, and then we built the panel, filled the panel in, and went ahead and added the gauges and a bow tie over on that end. I think that turned out pretty darn good. So we'll get our steering wheel, all that stuff added to that too. Now, on to the engine. I am very pleased with this. I think it turned out really well. All the wiring is done. The throttle spring, don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But the throttle spring is there. I think I need to do a thing on how to make those throttle springs. It's really, really super simple, guys. But the Concours distributor and wires, I use the black distributor with the black wires. But I think this turned out pretty good, yeah. And everything's got a good wash on it. The engine, transmission, the alternator, everything's got just kind of a little bit of a dirty wash on it. And I think overall it turned out pretty good. And let me give my man Wes over at Wes's Model Car Corner a little shout too. But before I do that, let me share this with you. I keep forgetting. Whenever you're going to the trouble of going to wire up the engine, now to me personally, this is fun. I've seen people where they just take them and just split the wires and just run them to each side, and it doesn't look realistic to me. But hey, if you're having fun doing it that way, keep doing it. But I like to do the firing order correct to the real car. To me, this is just fun. And it's easy to do. Google it, whatever engine you're doing. This one's from a 265 V8 all the way to a 350. There's your firing order for the spark plugs. So from the distributor to the plugs. And it's not really a challenge. It's to me, it's just really fun. It's not where you can really see it. If I'd used a different color distributor, you might be able to see it a little better. But I think it's just kind of fun to route them around like that where they're supposed to be. Nobody will ever know, but I know. But to me, it's just fun to do it that way. This will go in my, I'll write on it what it's for, and I'll stick it in my research file. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of that engine for something And I didn't do the aluminum pulleys or any of that stuff like that on this one, but I think it's going to be just fine for what it is. All right, now Wes over at Wes's Model Car Corner carries the Concours brand, and you can get a lot of different brands. I'll show you these first. These are the Gopher Racing pre-wired distributors. Red with the red boots, blue with the black boots, orange. If you can't tell, I love orange wires. With the black boots, and I keep a good inventory of these things too. But the Concours, which is what I used, that one was the last of the black distributors with the black wires that I have in stock, so I need to get with Wes to get some more. There's the black with the blue wires, and they also come with the boots too. And by the way, guys, whenever you do these things, save that extra wire when you trim it down. When you trim your wires down and get them in there, the excess, save that stuff, because you can use that for battery cables, other little doodads. So be sure to hold on to those. There's another set of the black distributor with the blue wires. There's red with the blue wires. And see, they've even got the boots already on the top of the distributor cap with the wires. There's red with yellow. And being a Mopar guy, y'all know that I'm going to have my Mopar colors, the tan distributors. There's tan with red, and this is my last tan with orange. So I got to get a few more tan with orange, but I love those orange wires. Don't know why. There's the tan with yellow, tan with red, tan with yellow. And if you want some really, really cool magnetos, and these are the MSD Pro 40 Mag 44s, and there is a black, and you see on the end, MSD, the black magneto with the yellow wires. There's the red with the MSD, and these all come with the boots too. Red with the red wires. There is the black with the red wires, and there's a red with the red wires. I need to stock up on a few more of these in colors too, because I don't think I had any blue Max wire. No blue wires. So I need to stock up on those again too. I love these distributors. They are really something. So check out Wes's Model Car Corner. I know you can get them from him. That's who I get them all from. Okay, guys, let me think. Is there anything else right now I want to get into? I don't think so. I think that's going to be it for this go-round. I don't want these videos to get too awful long. Next time, I'm going to be working some on the roll bars, getting some of that stuff prepped up. The chassis you've already seen, and did a little bit more on the interior. I didn't have the amount of time today that I thought I was going to have. So I'm actually pleased with what we did get done today. So got to finish up that rear suspension too, but and may do a little body work, final stuff, and then it's going to be time to start getting color on this thing. So we're on the back stretch here, so to speak. This is due on March 15th, so I'm kind of ahead of schedule a little bit if I just keep going with it and stay focused. And I'm going to try to do that stuff, and hopefully have a few hours tomorrow, and a little later this week I'll get some more time on it too. So guys, hope y'all have an absolutely awesome week. Remember, Jesus loves you. See you in the next video.